Hello all, hope you are doing well. Today we are going to discuss the most important topic in JavaScript at the same time. Definitely you will love this concept. Okay, if you're learning this asynchronous JavaScript and with event loop the first time, definitely you will get a lot of surprise. So let's jump into. So in this video, we are going to learn use this set timeout and call stack, execution context, and callback queue and web API, all these things. Okay, before jumping into my explanation, I will suggest two beautiful videos which are available in the YouTube. Might you might be already watch those things if you are already a JavaScript developer. So first one is this one. Okay, asynchronous JavaScript and event loop from scratch. Namaste JavaScript episode 15. Okay, I have learned all these advanced concepts from this tutorial only, from Akshay Saini only. Once again, a big thanks to Akshay Saini. So, if you want to learn this one directly, you can just watch this video. I'm very happy. And even after watching this video, I will suggest you one more interesting thing. This maybe you might not aware of that. Okay, so if you see this another video, this is the another beautiful explanation for this event loop and all this concept. So I will just play this video and just see. Hopefully you will love it. I'm just playing now.
I don't know how, like 500 animation steps in this whole deck. So hopefully that, oh, huh. Oh.
Beautiful, right? So he just provided some, like he explained with some animations. It was beautiful. So if you want, you can just revise. I will provide these links in the description. And of course, I've learned things from these very beautiful videos and from these trainers, and I came up with my own explanation. That's it. So if you want, you can directly go and watch access any videos, and even after that, if you want much more information, you can watch this video. Still, if you want to see my explanation, definitely watch my video also. Okay, now I'm going to explain what is this event loop and all this stuff, beautiful stuff. Okay, let's jump into the code first. So if you see, suppose if we have simple, I have written three statements: console.log start, console.log we love JavaScript, console.log end. So everyone knows that this is, see, everyone can guess what will be the output. There is no surprise. It's very simple. So first it will print start and it will print we love JavaScript and then it will print end. Okay, this is a synchronous logic. Because, and remember one thing, JavaScript is a single threaded and synchronous programming language. So it will execute, it will do one thing at a time, but it will handle asynchronous things also in a beautiful way. That's it. So how it is handling, we are going to learn. Okay, so suppose if I want to execute this line of code asynchronously, so we can go with a set timeout. So what I'm doing, I'm preparing one set a timeout. Okay, it's a predefined method which is provided by the browser. Okay, this is not provided by the JavaScript engine, this is by the browser. So set timeout. Okay, I'm just giving a callback function with arrow function syntax, simple syntax. So that is, I'm just moving this logic into the callback function, and I'm just giving a 5000 milliseconds delay. 5000 milliseconds means 5 seconds. So previously we got the output. First we got output start and then we got output as end. So now we will get the output in a different way because we have given 5000 milliseconds delay, so that this callback is going to execute after 5000 milliseconds. So but how it is happening in the browser, that we are going to learn in this video. So just refresh. So first we got start and end because JavaScript engine completed the whole file execution, and after 5000 milliseconds we got this message, we love JavaScript. If you want to see one more time, 1 2 3 4 5, hopefully it will come now. So after 5 seconds we got that information. So but how this is happening in the browser, that's the most beautiful thing. Not only in JavaScript, okay, I learned C++ bit little bit, and I know C sharp .NET. I've learned JavaScript. I'm saying with this knowledge, I'm saying this concept is going to be most beautiful concept in all the programming languages. I can say one of the most beautiful concept in all the programming languages. So watch this, and please just draw the diagram or code along with me and do practice so that you will understand clearly. So let's jump into the code. So first of all, we need to understand what is there in the browser, how these things are handled by the browser. So let me open the paint. So here I'm drawing. So this box, the big box, is the browser. Okay, browser. Just imagine Google Chrome. This is a like fastest browser. In a browser, if you want to run JavaScript, we should have a JavaScript engine, right? JavaScript engine. What is the JavaScript engine name which is there in the Google Chrome? Do you know? Just ping me in the chat. What is that? JavaScript engine. Okay. In Google Chrome, the the JavaScript engine name is a V8. Okay. And here in this we have a call stack. Okay. If you're watching this first time, like if you don't know what is call stack, if you don't know what is execution context, please go back and watch that Akshay Saini video playlist, Namaste JavaScript, and learn this one, because otherwise maybe it will be more confusing for you. So I hope either you are watching my video playlist or Akshay Saini video playlist, whatever it is, hopefully you know these concepts. This is the call stack, and okay, here inside of that we have a JavaScript engine. Okay, JavaScript like JIT compiler will be there, and a memory, a heap memory, everything will be there. Okay, right now we are not going to discuss in detail about these, how the JIT compiler is working and how this heap memory is working. That is not, we are not going to discuss in this video. That's why I'm just putting away that. So the important thing for us today is the call stack, and these things we can discuss in another video. And one more beautiful thing is this is the big box is the browser. This is a JavaScript engine. This is a call stack. Okay, please draw along with me. Don't waste your time. Okay, draw along with me at least, or take a paper and pencil. That's going to be very easy. Call stack. Okay, this is the call stack. Okay, fine. And now we can draw some beautiful things, that is web API. So if you see in the browser along with JavaScript engine, we have many things actually. Browser is the most beautiful thing designed by the human beings in this world. Okay. Without browser we can't access internet, right? So browser is very important for us. So this is okay, this is a web API. This is web API. Okay, browser is providing. So if you see, a lot of things are there. Console.log, set timeout, all the timers, especially set timeout, set interval, everything is part of a web API. And here, and if you see like the fetch API. Okay, I'm just mentioning few things. And console.log is also part of the web API. And DOM is also part of a web API. And timers. Okay, set timeout or set interval, everything is part of this web API. So but here in this video we are going to use set a timeout means a timers. So timers, I'm just using this symbol to just give a reference to the timer. Okay, fine. And apart from this, one more beautiful thing is there. Okay, a lot of things are there, not only one. So I'm just drawing this. Please draw it, and whenever you feel bored now, pause the video, take a break for 5 minutes or 10 minutes and come back and continue. Otherwise, maybe you will get a lot of sleep naturally, like me. Okay, this is event loop. This is the hero for this today's session actually. He is the hero. Event loop. Normally, actually, Saini will say that event loop like that. Okay, event loop. Super. And now in this we have another two things are there. Okay, two things. So I'm just drawing two boxes. Okay, these are queues. Okay, queues. This below box is callback queue. Okay, what's that? Callback queue. I hope you know the difference between the stack and queue, right? Otherwise, just go back and just search in the Google what is the difference between queue and stack, and just mention in the comment. And this is very very important. Micro task queue. So here callback queue we can call it as task queue also, or callback queue. This is a micro task queue. Okay, hopefully you guys understood. Okay, nothing, I just mentioned only names. So today hero is an event loop, that's why I just given a special color for him. Okay, fine. Now let's see. So we can sorry, we can open the code, and we should understand line by line how it is executing, what's happening inside. So here, so because you are watching through laptop or something, just write this logic separately on one paper, and open and draw this diagram on a different paper and start analyzing now. Okay, here what is the first line? Console.log. So whenever JavaScript engine start executing our code, first it will create a global execution context. What's that? It will create global execution context. What's the name of this? This is global execution context. So fine, and then it will allocate the memory, and it will have a window object. Okay, and we have a scope and all those details of window object, and it will provide the information about all the variables. Okay, so right now I'm not going to explain, we're not going to touch this one because already we have covered from the beginning in the previous videos. So this is a global execution context. And the second line, what it is, the set timeout. Okay, whenever you invoke this set timeout, just observe this, the set timeout is a function. Set timeout is a function. So whenever you invoke the function, it will create another execution context on top of global execution context. Okay, and it will start executing this line first. Okay, in the set timeout, what will happen actually? The responsibility of the set timeout is just setting the timer. Okay, it's not going to directly execute this one because we have just provided the delay. That's why what it will do now, what it will do, what it will do, this is the simple one. So in this, whenever you invoke the set timeout, it will attach a timer in the web API. This is very important. Okay, we can take this star, attach a timer, attach a timer. This is very important. And you said we have given 5000 milliseconds, right? 5000 milliseconds. So it will start decrease in the count from 5000 to 0. So it will keep on decreasing 5000, 4999, 4998, like that. It will keep on counting. It will start immediately actually that counting. So it will take some time, right? 5 seconds it will take that. So it will, and at the same time it will return. This is very important. This is also, once you attach the timer, it will definitely, it will have a timer ID. So it will have some ID. Okay, and it will return to you, actually it will return to us. So we can store, right now we didn't write the logic to store that value, but it will return, and we can store somewhere in the variable. Okay, so it will generate an ID for that. And after that, done. This job of this set timeout is completed, because here we are not executing this callback. Actually, we are not executing callback. this callback this callback is attached to that timer, because this timer will take that responsibility. What is there in that, what we have attached in that timer, that is the callback function. So just imagine, callback means whatever you have given in this, the first parameter. So this is the first, okay, argument, first argument. So this is the callback function. So we have, because this JavaScript engine attached this callback function. What is there in that callback function? Just one line of code, console.log, we love JavaScript. Simple. That is there here. That code is there here. And this is gone. And the next, it doesn't wait for 5000 milliseconds here. So suppose, just imagine, whenever we invoke this set timeout, suppose right now 6 and 9 in the morning. So just imagine right now and 00 seconds. Okay, whenever we invoke this function at the time, morning 6 o'clock and 9 minutes and 0 seconds. So at the time we attached this timer here. So this is, just imagine, just note down the time, 6 and 9 and 00 milliseconds. This is the time. At this time we have attached the timer. So to complete this timer, it will take 5 seconds, right? 5 seconds. That means 5 seconds means 6, and here 9 plus 5, it's 14. And okay, till this time it will, this timer will be, this callback function will wait in the web API. It will be there here only. Okay, so it will take 5 minutes, right? It will take 5 minutes to take the action on this callback. Okay, so but here imagine, so 6 9 in the morning at 00 millisecond or seconds. Okay, this is hours, and this is minutes, and this is the seconds, right? Okay, sorry, I did some small mistake here. These are the seconds. So because this engine is very fast, so this is 9 only, and this is a 5 milliseconds. Okay, 5000 milliseconds means 5 seconds. So whenever we reach this 6 9 and 5 milliseconds, at the time this web API will take some action on callback. What it will take, we are going to discuss, but it will wait 5 seconds in the web API. So what, but here, so if you see, this JavaScript engine doesn't wait. So set timeout, it has just attach a timer in the web API. That is done. After that, in the same, suppose if you see 6 o'clock and 9, and I just imagine, maybe if it has taken 1 second to just set the timer in the web API. Normally it doesn't take, it will take like maybe ha hardly 5 milliseconds. So that JavaScript engine is very fast. For understanding purpose, I'm saying, so 6 o'clock and 9 minutes and 00 seconds we attach the timer. So to complete that it will take 5 milliseconds. But after completing that, it came to the next line. It doesn't stop, it doesn't wait for this callback. It doesn't wait for this callback. So that is not our job. So JavaScript engine will execute this one again. At 6 o'clock, 9 minutes and 0.001 seconds. So we will get the output. So we got the output in the browser. Okay, where I need to draw. Okay, let me take one more pane screen. So first it will draw, it will print start, and then immediately end. Okay, in between, just we have attached the timer, right? That is waiting in the web API. Okay, now so after 5 milliseconds, okay, 6, 9 and 0.1 second, we have execute the last line of code also in that. So even if you have 1,000 lines of code or 10,000 lines of code, 1 lakh line of code, doesn't matter. Okay, it will keep on executing this one only. For okay, this is the first example, so that okay, let it simple. Okay, fine. Now come back to this one. So we are waiting from last 3 4 seconds. Okay, finally we have reached 6 and 9 and 5 seconds. Okay, so the timer is done. Look, it is just calculating down from 5,000 to 0. So finally we have reached that time. So once you reached that count from 5,000 milliseconds to 0, that means the timer is completed. So now what it will do, web API, this is the most important thing. What it will do, it will it will it will push this callback function because the time delay is completed 5,000 milliseconds. It is not going to come here actually. It's not going to come here. Okay, before that I want to tell one more thing actually. So whenever JavaScript engine completes execution of these lines, it will remove this global execution context. This is the most important thing. So if you see, once we complete start, set timer, then end. So once it is completed all lines of code in the JavaScript file, so it doesn't wait for callback or something. It doesn't remember that also. So just it will remove the global execution context also because it feels that okay, job is done. Job is done. Now it will take rest. Wait, it went for a tea break or something. Okay. So right now nothing is there in the call stack because it will take very few milliseconds to complete this operations. So now just imagine, for understanding purpose, I'm saying 6 o'clock and 9 minutes and 2 seconds. Okay, within 2 seconds it has executed console.log start and it has set timeout. Attaching the timer is also done and executing console.log end is also done. So this is completed so that it is removed all the execution context and global execution context which are there in the call stack. Done. So at at 9 minutes and 2 seconds the call stack is empty, and still we need to wait for 9 minutes and 5 seconds. So finally, okay, after 3 seconds this is also done. Now once we complete that timer, what it will do, this is very important. This web API this web API will push this callback this callback into callback queue. Okay, don't imagine that it will push things into call stack directly. No, he should come to queue. He will come to queue. Okay, understood? Understood? If you understood, just ping me in the chat. Understood? Or even if you want to break, just pause this video and come back again. Okay, now the important step is done. Okay, so this timer is and some. So now we can clean it up here. So finally, our callback function reaches the callback queue. Okay, queue. What is the nature of queue? First in, first out. Okay, first in, first out. And who will come first? They will go first. So now if you see here, the most important topic what we are going to discuss in this today's session is event loop. What this event loop job? What is the job of event loop? So this event loop will do, it has only one task. Okay, what is the responsibility of event loop mean? Huh? It will check the call stack whether it is empty or not. Okay, whether it is empty or not. The responsibility of the event loop is if anything is there in the callback queue. Okay, if anything there in the micro task queue, it will push these things into the call stack for execution. Okay, right now we are not going to discuss about the micro task queue in this video. Just leave it. And now just imagine if you have a callback function here. So at the time, event loop will check, okay, whether it is empty or not. Just remember this rule is very, very important. This rule is very, very important. So this event loop will check whether the call stack is empty or not. If it is empty, if this if condition true, then only it will push this callback function into the call stack. Otherwise, no, it will wait. So just imagine right now, if you have only two lines of code, you have two lines of code. So here I'm writing 10,000 or 50,000 lines of code or 1 lakh lines of code. So just imagine I'm just giving a 10,000 lines of code. Okay, like console.log, 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 10,000 lines. So for suppose to execute these 5,000 lines of code, if it is taking some extra time, suppose so 10. So 6 o'clock in the morning and 9 minutes and 10 seconds. 10 seconds. So now imagine. So So if you see what I said, if it is 6 o'clock or 9 and 2 at the time call stack is empty, and this callback came to this callback queue at 6 o'clock and 9 minutes and 5 seconds, right. So at this time, so 6 o'clock 9 minutes and 5 seconds at the time it is called, if the call stack is empty, it will push this callback into this call stack. But I'm saying one more condition. This is very important. Suppose if you have 10,000 lines of code at the time, suppose it is taking 10 minutes, sorry, 10 seconds, 10 seconds. So if you see, if it is taking too much time means at the time, definitely global execution context is still there. Okay. Once you reach 6 o'clock, 9 minutes and 5 seconds, still it is executing because it has completed 5,000 lines of code. Still it is executing the 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000. Okay. So, okay. But if you see, even he came early to this callback queue before completing the 10,000 lines code also, he should wait. What this event loop will do, it will check whether the call stack is empty or not. If it is not empty, it doesn't take any action. He will go for a sleep. Okay. It doesn't take any action. So here the thumb rule is, if event loop wants to take any action, the first rule is call stack should be empty. Call stack should be empty. So first it will complete all the lines of code. All the synchronous calls is there, na? Synchronous calls. All the synchronous calls should complete. It should reach this line. It should reach this line of the JavaScript function, JavaScript logic. So, okay, maybe at 6 o'clock, 9 minutes and 10 seconds, if you have a 10,000 lines of code, at the time, okay, once it is completed, and it will also remove this execution context, right? Global execution context. Super fantastic. So, what is the job of event loop now? Event loop will check, it is constantly checking that whether the call stack is empty or not, empty or not, empty or not. Whenever it is empty, and if anyone is waiting here, suppose even if he came at 6 9 5, or whether he came at 6 9 and 0 0, no problem, no problem, this call stack should be empty. Otherwise, no, because if you see, whenever you are going for a on the road, suppose train gate is there, right? So normally gate, if the train is coming on against the road, they will put one gate. So whether you will reach 10 minutes back or 20 minutes back doesn't matter. So if the gate is closed, and once the train is come went away, then only they will open the gate, right? In some situations, okay, every situation. So that's it, the simple rule. And if the call stack is empty, then okay, happily this event loop, what this event loop will do, it will push this call back, it will push this call back into call stack. At the time, it will create an execution context for this callback. So whenever you have a function, whenever you invoke the function, it will create an execution context. That's the simple rule. So it will create an execution context for that callback function, and now it will execute this logic. This logic. What is there in the console.log? We love JavaScript. So now we will get the output as we love JavaScript. We love JavaScript, right? Is it beautiful? Suppose if you see, it is executed at suppose 9 o'clock in the morning and 00, and almost it will take the same time actually. So 0906, okay, almost it will take the same time. Naturally, it will maybe 1 millisecond. Okay, it doesn't take seconds, it will take milliseconds. Okay, so this is done after 5 seconds, right? Because we have given a delay, so it will execute at 9 o'clock 6 minutes and 5 seconds. So in between, if you have a 10,000 lines of code, suppose right now we have 3 lines of code, that's why we are getting this output. Suppose if you have a 10,000 lines of code, what is the change? simple thing is simple thing is, let me copy this again. So I'm saying, suppose in case we have 10,000 lines of code, what will happen? So maybe to execute for the first line, it will be 0 and 0, because first line naturally start first. Suppose, just imagine, to execute 10,000 lines of code, by chance, by mistake, if it is take 10, okay, 10 seconds to execute that last line. And don't think that this is going to be executed at 9 o'clock 6 minutes 5 seconds. No, it will execute after this end only, right? So 9 6, and it will do the job at 11 o'clock 11 seconds, because first it should finish whatever there in the JavaScript file from top to bottom, 10,000 lines of code or 20 lines of code, whatever it is. So it should complete all these things. First it will go to the line number 14, line number 16 will execute immediately. So it will attach the timer in the browser. It doesn't matter, it will keep on executing. Once it is done, he will go for a sleep. After some time, if someone is there in the callback, okay, no problem. Once the call stack is empty, it will push all the things into the call stack one by one. And even if after completing this callback execution also, so it will remove this, it will remove this. Now everyone can take a break. Okay, understood or not? So if you, so please first of all draw the diagram and just understand the flow, and just, even if you want, you can just mention the like hours, minutes and seconds. With this reference you can understand, and even if you didn't understand my explanation, don't worry, Akshay Saini has explained beautifully, because I have learned from him only. And this video is also beautiful, so that go and watch these two videos also one more time and understood. Okay, once you understand clearly what is event loop, now just ping me in the comment section that understood, because this is the most important concept in JavaScript. This information should reach everyone, every JavaScript developer. Of course, already Akshay Saini has sent this information to everyone in India, hopefully in the across the world. So if of course maybe some new students, if they don't know about Akshay Saini videos, at least if you click on like button and just mention the understood or something, so that it will reach more students. The end of the day, every trainer's goal is to reach this information, to spread this information to everyone. Okay, if you understand, if you understood clearly, then only just mention in the comment section. Otherwise, no. Watch this video, practice, understood, then only come back and comment in the comment section. That's all for today. And here, a lot of twists and turns are there. So if you see, so that we can discuss in the next session, because in the one session, if you discuss everything, it will be a problematic. So here, suppose if I do set timeout, set timeout, set timeout, set timeout. If I give a 0 milliseconds delay, then what will happen? Then what will happen? Okay, this is the assignment for you. Okay, here instead of this, we can give not like what we can give. JavaScript is beautiful. Okay, suppose we can say. So just imagine, okay, for this program, what will be the output? Okay, just draw the diagram, understand the flow, and try to give the answer. Okay, you if you know the answer, just ping me in the comment section, or you can debug the code. And tomorrow I will explain in the next video. I will explain by doing debugging also. Okay, we can debug the code and we can see. Okay, that's all for this video, and see you in the next video. Don't miss next few videos, because one everything is interlinked with each other. Okay, bye bye.